Hi there, welcome to my shelter here by the river. It's your favorite bearded woodsman again, and I believe I am looking at my favorite person, which is you. Thank you for clicking on the thumbnail and visiting me here out in my local woods. The water is boiling. Let's put that here. Whoa, warm. So I'm in my 50s now, and you know, when you reach a certain age, now I sounded really old, but when you reach a certain age, you start realizing that you're not going to be around forever. You're not immortal, you know, and you start looking at life in a slightly different way. And there's like one sentence that I might have heard or read many years ago that kind of stuck with me, and it's this one: remember to live. Remember to live. Remember to live while you're still alive, you know. And some people will say, you know, of course, what else can you do, you know? But I think that we should stop and think about those words a little bit, because we as human beings, we are experts in losing ourselves in other stuff, you know. We are experts at oh, campfire is really going. We are experts at postponing the living of our lives, if that makes sense. I'm Norwegian, so if my words are put together in a slightly odd way, that's the reason. But you know, some people, they just work and they have a career, or at least that's what they keep telling themselves, and suddenly they wake up and they're old, and they have a few years of retirement maybe, and then they die. They didn't get to spend much time with their kids. They didn't get to travel to those places where they wanted to travel, and they kind of lost. They kind of lost in life, even though when they were going, when they were at the top of their game, as you know, in their business or whatever, they felt like, oh, I'm really winning, I'm successful. And then one day they realized that they missed out on the things that really matter. And it doesn't have to be your career, your work. We can lose ourselves in things like ideology and religion. Now, of course, religion can add value to some people's lives, but also there are many examples of people who realize in their later years that they wasted their life living according to some dogma, you know. I think that we need to connect with nature, and we need to listen to ourselves. We need to live. We need to live properly while we are still alive. And some people will of course say that, well, but I have to work. I have to put food on the table. Yes. But also I think we need to look at what we're doing, and, you know, are we really investing our time and effort in what matters? I guess I'm guilty when it comes to spending too much time on work, and, you know, as an author, if I could have given my younger self a piece of advice, it would have been enjoy life more. Take more time off, you know, live. Do I think that we work too much? Yes. Our society is based on people working too much. We have a culture obsessed with work. We have a crazy system where we put our little kids into, you know, kindergarten, while mom and dad, they will go and work. And if you ask parents, they will probably tell you that if they could choose, they would rather spend time with their kids, you know. Not saying that it's horrible for a child to be in kindergarten now and then, or, you know, that's not what I'm saying, but you get my point here. And we move on in life, and we go to school, and we spend an entire day studying. Kids now, they are stressed, they are struggling with stress. They come home, they have homework, and, you know, it's too much. So there's a book, The Wind in the Willows. It's a very old children's book, and a lot of you guys have read it, I guess, I hope. And these little animals, you know, they potter about, and they don't really do anything. They visit each other and so on, and it's a bit of fun, you know, but also there's a message there, you know, the kind of life where enjoyment, having fun, seeking adventure, you know, those are important things, you know, that we should bring that back. You know what I don't like to see? I don't like to see when people, they commute, you know, on the subway to work. They sit in a box, they look at the screen, and they go back the same way. And they look at their smartphone while they're doing that, and then they come back home and they look at the TV or more at the smartphone, and then they go to bed. That's their life. And if that's you, I urge you to get out of that. I urge you to live fully. And it has been said that everyone dies, but not everyone fully lives. So grab life by the horns and, you know, get out there, live your life. We don't know what happens after death. Maybe it's just this life. This is the one life we get. So this is your opportunity for adventure, for enjoyment, for excitement, to just have some fun, you know. I wish someone could have grabbed me by the shoulders when I was in my 20s, 30s too, and told me this. If you're still watching, thank you. I appreciate that. Consider subscribing. It helps the channel tremendously if you do that. And also, there is another video here on this channel where I spend a night. I think it's a midsummer's night, actually. I was here and I spent the night here in my shelter. So if you want to watch that video, the thumbnail should appear somewhere above me or beside me. And I think you might like it. Okay, have a wonderful day. And I'll see you in the next one. Or maybe in the video, the midsummer's night here in my shelter by the river. Okay, bye.